What's up, genderqueer gang? It's week 3. My name is Danny, and this week we're talking about our dysphorias and tips on how to deal with dysphorias. So I'll start with talking about what dysphoria is. Dysphoria is usually what trans guys go through, F to M's, genderqueer, and M to F's, and basically it's things about themselves or their body, usually their chests or their bottom areas, which they are not comfortable with and usually want to get rid of. My dysphorias. I do have dysphoria with my body, like my chest, but it's not that bad for me to want to get rid of. But the dysphoria is there. My other dysphoria is my height. My height is, well, I'm very small. I'm like 5'2", and that is completely and utterly horrible because I wish I was taller. And if I ever want to pass in the street as a guy, it's most likely much harder for me because I'm so short. My other dysphoria is my voice. I speak into the camera, well, speak into the microphone or whatever, or down the phone, and I sound quite low to myself, and then when I play the video back, I'm like, I'm so high. It just is so annoying. Like, I wish my voice was slightly lower. I mean, I don't wish that it was properly broken, but I wish it was lower. Talking about voices, when I was a kid, I used to watch Harry Potter, and after watching the film, I used to actually go and pretend I was Harry Potter. I used to have the cloak and everything, and it came to the second film, and I watched it, and his voice was broken, it was low, and I was like, I wish my voice broke, and I was quite bummed about it because knowing I was a girl, our voices do not break, so I was pretty fucked off about it. And then I actually found out that girls' voices do break. Obviously, you can't have a little girl's voice forever, so girls' voices do break, but obviously not as much as boys. But when I found that out, I was like, yay, my voice will break. And I actually do still think that it's slightly breaking because sometimes it does crack, and people are like, what just happened to your voice, man? And I was like, it just cracked. So that is me talking about my dysphorias. Dysphorias. Obviously you can tell my dysphorias aren't that bad as some people's, but they are still there. So, tips on how to deal with dysphoria. This is hard. I guess if you hate your chest that much, you can buy a binder, or you can layer, or yeah, you can do other things for binding. I would not use ace bandages. I have heard they are pretty bad and they can give you some serious problems if you wear them too much. Like, you can break your ribs, you can have serious breathing problems, back issues, whatever. If you have really bad dysphoria, don't use ace bandages if you're F to M. There are other things that you can bind with. Buy extra small sports bras, use 2 sports bras, you can layer, and if you have the money you can buy a proper binder. So yeah, that's chest dysphoria for trans guys. if you have dysphoria down below, you can buy a packer, or you can pack with other things like socks and other things which will look like a dick in your pants. I mean, if you still have really bad dysphoria, if you wear a binder, like obviously you know they're still there, you can go for surgery, but obviously in America I think you have to pay for it. In England, why is there a hair on my toe? What the fuck? In England you can actually, we have a thing called NHS here, so I don't think you have to pay for surgery and hormones and stuff. As for if you have really bad dysphoria with your voice, which my voice, I don't have that much dysphoria with, but I still have dysphoria with my voice. If you have really bad dysphoria with your voice and you cannot deal with a really high voice anymore, you can go on hormones. So yeah, that's tips, I guess. Yeah. You can have operations for dysphoria and stuff. I'm not really sure what you do for dysphoria if you are a M to F and you have dysphoria with your chest. I'm really not sure. If you know, leave a comment down below and you can tell me, because I don't know how you deal with dysphoria if you're M to F. I don't have that much knowledge about that. So I hope the tips for dysphoria help. So many of you guys have been showing your drawings, and guess what? I actually do draw as well. So yeah, I'll show you my drawings quickly. If you watch Naruto, you will be able to tell that that is Naruto. And this is Sasuke, his fighting companion, or whatever. Yeah, that's him when he was younger. So yeah. Yep, I draw as well. So if you have already subscribed to my main channel, you will know that in my last video, I do not identify as a trans guy, F to M, anymore. I just knew there was something not quite right, and I am just too fluid to identify as just one gender. It's not that important to identify as one gender. I identified as a trans guy because I feel more like a guy than a female. But I'm just too fluid to go by one gender. I used to think labels were so important and you need to identify as just one gender and put one label on yourself, and yeah. No, labels are not good. I think labels are pretty fucked up, to be honest. You don't need to put a label on yourself. I mean, I used to identify as a lesbian because I like girls, but I don't like identifying as a lesbian. I like girls. I'm sort of a female, but I don't like putting a label on myself as a lesbian. So yeah, now you know. I do not identify as either female or male. Just getting it straight. I identify as gender fluid. That's it. So yeah, that's it for my video. I hope the tips and stuff helped. Go and subscribe to my main channel. I'll put the link down below. Hello, Wookie, the cat. I'll turn the camera around and show you. Stop. Stop. Wookie. That is Wookie. She is a bitch. No, I'm joking. She can be a bitch. She's very spoiled. And she gets angry a lot, and now she's wagging her tail, which means she's extremely angry. Anyway, I'm going on a bit. Subscribe to my main channel. Subscribe to everyone on this collab channel. Everyone is so awesome, and I'm just so overwhelmed to be in a collab channel. I feel so lucky. So, thanks to everyone for being in this collab channel. You are awesome. So yeah, subscribe to this collab channel. comment, like, subscribe, check out all our other videos, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Take care. Peace out.